Good morning, coaches. Today I want to talk to you about step 4 in your Success of Fall Classic this October, starting tomorrow. So we talked about getting your partner, which today is the deadline. We talked about setting your personal and team goals, and then we talked about really making an emotional connection to that goal, why that number really is so important to you, what that stands for in your life. The next step, step 4, we're going to talk about some of the nuts and bolts of that and what you want to be doing, okay? So number 1, go back and see how many invites you did last month, month before, and just sort of get an average of how many invites you did a week and where your Success Club points ended up for September. Now, of course, we still have the rest of today for this month, and anything can happen in one day, of course, but look at your invites compared to your actual points. Now, so say for example, and I actually did some math here to share with you, and of course if I do this, you're going to look at it backwards, but if you did 2 invites a day for 7 days a week, okay, 4 weeks out of the month, that's going to be 56 invitations that you've done in a month, okay? 56 invitations, say you earn Success Club 5, all right? So if your goal is 20, okay, so that's 4 times more points for Fall Classic than maybe you did this last month, you're going to multiply 56 by 4, and that's going to give you 224 invites. So you're going to need to do, according to your numbers, 224 invites in the month of October. Now that may seem like a lot, but divide that by 31 days, because October has 31 days. That works out to 7.2, or round it down, 7 invitations a day to bring you to Success Club 20 as opposed to 5. Do you see how the math works there? So you're going to increase from 2 invitations a day to 7 a day, and then that will increase your numbers. So of course your numbers may be different than that, but that just gives you an idea. That is why tracking using your BAT is so important, because you can track those numbers. It's not just an idle activity. It's something that's important so that you can figure out where there's maybe some weaknesses in what you're doing and how you can improve that, okay? So once you figure that out, figure out how you need to increase the activity, being your invitations, and of course follow-ups and so on will follow, all right? Those numbers will increase as well. Now who are you going to invite? Again, going back to basics, pull out the memory jogger from the Coach, sorry, it's my dog Pepper, Coach online office, and make a list. Make a list of people you have not yet spoken with. Go back to past invitations. Perhaps you've been in the business long enough that it's been several months or maybe even years of people that you've reached out to that you just never got back with. Get back with them. Again, it takes some people an average of 5 to 7 exposures before they say yes to working with you, to either becoming a coach or purchasing a challenge pack. So don't be afraid of that. And of course, go back to friends, friends of friends, and so on. Now, if you tell me, and I'm not saying that's not true, but perhaps you might be somebody who says, I've exhausted my warm market. I've talked to everyone I can possibly know or think of. Here's what you do then. You focus on forming, all right, which means basically just reaching out and getting to know people, not spamming them